Ah, we do have the plug-in. Fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. Not everything is lost.
I believe we are live, Ryan. So.
That's a very good point.
Okay.
Oh, we've got a bit of an advert on the right hand side, but that's going to have to just stay there.
That's
now,
whatever. That's listen, beggars can't be choosers. Looks like we are up and live. So Ryan, maybe if you want to give us an intro quick. Well, you know what?
Welcome to World Touring Masters Round 8, penultimate round. Just 20 seconds to go in warm up. Sorry for the difficulties, but we are now live, and going to let Keith Barrett just run you through the grid for this race.
Yeah, we don't have much time here, so I'm going to do this quickly as warm-up is just ending. Taking the pole with a phenomenal time of 106.405 is Toby Davis, followed by Jesper Talborg in a 106.564. Third is Peter Duivelar, the championship leader, followed by Tommy Ojala with a 106.851, 4.44 back of Toby Davis. Fifth place is Chris Butcher. Sixth place is Ben Crooks. Seventh is Kelvin van der Linde. Eighth place, Ivo Simons. 9th place, Gary Lennon. 10th place, Adam Agbeer. 11th place, Wayne Morgan. 12th place, Jay Adji. 13th place, Paul Bordeaux. With the championship racing.
The race now away.
Okay, well, we'll leave that till the race gets going.
Yeah, well, the championship is 15 points between Duivelar and Crooks, with Davis a little bit further back. So we'll see how it goes here. And also the qualification, the grid is not okay.
Okay, guys, we have a little bit of a problem here with the grid taking over. Can you grab the quali results, Ryan?
I will do, yeah. From the server. So I need you to get both pictures of. Oh well.
Okay. Well, while you're sorting some of this out, maybe I will take the chance to plug AGTC just to fill some time here. Sorry for the delay, guys, but we're just sorting out. We just had to do a very quick changeover of the streaming server that we were using. We were using Stream 4, which for some reason is not putting anything out. We've now switched to Stream 3, which is the one that was used for the American Touring Car Championship. As a backup, it's not quite as heavy of a machine to handle all the cars, but it's better than nothing, so you guys can watch something. Now, what we're doing is because of the hold up we had to do to get all the files installed, we had to restart the weekend, which in the end ended up messing up with our grid. So what Ryan is doing at the moment is catching the quality results, and he will be placing the grid in their place where they should be. Should just take a few moments, and we will be up and running, ready to race. Similar to what we had the last event at Brands Hatch, where we had the infamous pit bug, where one pit stall was being disqualified, as you probably all remember. But I'll take the moment to just kind of go over AGTC once again. It's the league, it's American Grand Touring Championship. We'll be starting May 13th, running on the custom BMW Z4 Turbo mod created by Sim Racing Pro. We will be running pre-season events leading up to the season to get people acquainted with the car, get them familiar with the tracks, and also the settings we'll be using of 2 times tire wear, 2 times fuel wear. Even if you don't plan on racing, you're more than welcome to come and join us. We invite anyone to come try it out, but you may get hooked. If you do race, unfortunately, you might get hooked, and you may end up racing the season really late at night, like a lot of the European guys do. First race will be taking place. It'll be a feature event, and it will be taking place. Geez, I should know this. Being the event organizer. First race will be taking place at Spa, the 2004 layout. It'll be a 60-minute feature event with dry weather, 2 times tire and 2 times fuel. The 27th will be the second event, 90-minute endurance race at Sebring 2005, which is the new version of Sebring. It'll be a forecasted weather event, which our weatherman Ryan Callan, who is working feverishly behind the scenes, is to fix the WTM broadcast. Will be making a beautiful weather file for us, and that will be on May the 27th at Sebring. June 10th is the sprint race, the one and only sprint race of the 5-race series. It'll be two races during that event for 30 minutes apiece at Rattlesnake Point. Fast, furious, incredible racing will be going on there, and it'll be 2 times tire and 2 times fuel. June 24th will be the fourth round of that event, of that series. It will be a 60-minute feature at Watkins Glen, which will be a 50% wet race. We've decided to go with a full wet race so everyone can be equally prepared. We will only be using 1x tire wear, so it's not going to be that insanely difficult later in the stints in a 60-minute race. But we will be using 2x fuel, so it will make strategy very important as to when you're pitting and fuel conservation, obviously. July 8th will be the 90-minute endurance race. We have decided to change the track to Nürburgring GP, the overall length, and the fact that we are running night at this event. We had initially planned to run the Nürburgring track, which is Nordschleife and Nürburgring GP combined. However, it was just a little bit hectic, and we decided to go with Nürburgring GP, which is fully lit up. Will provide an excellent broadcast for the viewers. We'll be running 2x tire and 2x fuel. Now, another thing to note regarding the fuel where for the league that or for AGTC is that the creators of the mod Sim Racing Pro, they as a request, we did ask them to lower the size of the fuel tank down to 80 liters, which means there will be a lot of pit stops, which means there is a lot of strategy involved, and it's going to add a whole new level of racing, similar to what's going to be happening in the V8s this season as well. So that is where what we will be looking at for the inaugural season of the American Grand Touring Championship, running 5 races basically to see what kind of response we can get from it. All races will be live broadcasted at the exact same time as the ATCC races were, which is 1 a.m. GMT on Fridays, May 13th, 27th, June 10th, June 24th, and July 8th. So that will be the AGTC, and look forward to the first broadcast. I'm hoping to also do a test broadcast with the cars, possibly the week prior to the season starting. Keep posted for that in the TouringProSeries, forums, as this is where we will be updating everyone as to what will be happening. So, as Ryan is working feverishly away here to get the grid sorted out, I'm just going to pull up the qualifying results one more time, and I will go over them with you. Toby Davis did take the pole in this Sierra Cosworth. He pulled off a 106.405, which is a phenomenal lap time compared to what was going on in practice. He was a 0.159 clear of Jesper Talborg in second place, who is only in, I believe, his third race in the WTM series, but again showing his natural talent by being up at the front of the grid. Peter Duivelar, our championship leader, is sitting in third position with a 106.729. Followed by Tommy Ojala, which is I'm blown away. Incredible quality result by Tommy. He pulled off a 106.851, which put him ahead of Chris Butcher, who has had a very kind of steady season with good results. But I think Chris has it in him to possibly pull off a top 3 here at this race. He did a 106.977. Sixth place is the man with no name, running in second place in the championship. I will call him BC, running the Rover, and he pulled off a 107 flat. The Rover's a little difficult, I believe, to get around this track due to the size of the car, but my man BC will have no trouble keeping it at the front of the grid and possibly challenging for the championship lead at the end of this race. So with 15 points separating him and Peter, we are looking, there's only 3 positions between them. So anything can happen at this track. This is Trois Rivières. It's in Quebec. There's a beautiful gentleman's club just down the road. I know, I've been there. And we'll get back to the quality results here with 7th place being Kelvin van der Linde. Actually a race winner this season at Brands Hatch in the Mercedes-Benz. He did a 107.060, which is the exact same time as Ben Crooks, which is quite phenomenal when you consider how things have gone this season. In 8th place we have Ivo Simons in the Cosworth as well, and it seems that in the top 8 we have 5 Cosworths. So that might say something about the car and how it's going to last throughout the race. In 9th place, Gary Lennon in the Alfa Romeo at a 107.40. 10th place, Adam Egbier. 11th place, Wayne Morgan. 12th place, Jay Adji. And 13th place, Paul Bordeaux. And as I finish, Ryan has just completed the grid. I'll let you take away, Ryan.
So we've got 30 seconds to go until the race session, and I'm extremely hot now.
Don't worry, Ryan. I'm here for you.
I already had a headache because I've been to the hairdressers and all the crap that they spray on me. It messes with my sinuses and gives me a brutal headache, and I've got even more of a headache now. So it might be a migraine by the end of this race. But we are ready to go.
Yes, we are. We are, and amazingly, we pulled it off. I can't. It's amazing we managed to pull this off.
Okay, and it's, as I say, it's 15 points between Crooks and Davelar. You didn't talk about the V8s during that. You had a prime opportunity to talk about the V8s, which was on Saturday, and you just talked about your own. You talked about your own league.
I talked about something that I know off by heart.
Man.
Oh, come on now. V8s are starting this Saturday, everyone. You should know. Tune in. I know it's because it's the only thing I knew off the top of my head, all the majority of the details. So I just needed to go off something that I could really rhyme on. Game pace time, right? 62 laps, Ryan, at Trois Rivières. Predictions?
Yeah, 62 laps. So predictions, I'm going to go with Davelar. I said Davelar will win the race. I said he'd get pole as well. I was wrong there, but I think Davelar will win. He's the smoothest, I think, and he's got a bit of a better car for this race, a bit lighter on its tyres than the Sierra, so I think he'll beat Tolborg, and Davis is going to make a mistake because there's walls.
Well, I'm gonna go with Jesper, my man Jesper.
Okay, and here it is, the start of the grid. This grid is very bright because of the fact that we've got a night race here, and all the headlights are on. So we'll see how it goes. And we're just waiting for the start of this race, and they're away. And that's terrible frame rate for me watching that, but it's all going to get away nicely. Great start there from Toby Davis. Up to second place, Chris Butcher. And Davelar's into third. Tolborg's all the way back to 8th from third on the grid. So that is not good for Tolborg. And my prediction that Davelar would do well has come to light, and Butcher's up to second. Another one of his great starts. And Davis very slow.
He's going for the lead. Butcher's for the lead.
Butcher's going to go through for the lead, and he's going to take the lead.
He's taking the lead.
He's taking the lead.
No.
There from Chris Butcher. And now Davis is fighting back on the inside. And around the outside goes Butcher. Davis clips the inside wall. Davelar's involved as well. Davis has got damage as well, again, on the rear quarter. So already Davis has hit the walls twice on this opening lap. My horrible prediction has come true. But now Davelar is challenging Davis, and he needs to take advantage of it. Crooks is up into 4th already. Great start from Crooks, because that car is not great around this track with its particular style of driving. It needs fast corners. But a great start there, Keith.
Oh, unbelievable!
Butcher in the lead.
Oh, who do we have in the pits? I saw a yellow car heading into the pits. Who is that?
Not sure.
It is yellow car. It's Jesper. Or no,
must be Jesper.
Jesper.
Must be Jesper. Jesper's only Jesper's still in 9th though.
I think he must have missed the corner. He must have missed the corner or something.
Yeah. The pits are before the hairpin.
Yeah, sorry, my mistake.
Yeah, okay. So, Ojala. Ojala's not had a great start. They're back to 5th. Oh, hit the wall. Gary Lennon there in the background. He's whacked the wall. The wall just sticks out slightly. And
let's save the cars here, guys. Let's save the cars here, guys. Come on.
62 laps, guys.
62 laps.
Exactly. Look at these guys pouring down into turn 4. This is the most difficult corner for me because you've got such high speed, braking very, very late, and there's been going out of shape once again. Usually excels on these street tracks. Usually excels at just keeping it nice and straight, but not at the moment. And Crooks
very
has
exciting
caught
start.
Right. Oh, look at this. 4. Oh, this is very, very close. 4 cars at the front of the field, very, very close together indeed. Different lines today. See, Davelar and Davis ran it right out to the wall, but Crooks decided to go narrow. And now we're on board with Crooks.
Yeah, and it looks to me like I just got a note saying that Jesper had actually jumped his start.
Well, he's not coming to the pits yet, and that's on to lap 3 now, so I'm not 100% sure of that. He should have to pit this next time around, if that happened. He didn't come into the pits. It's on board with Crooks, pursuing Davelar. Look at the exit, though, of Davelar and Davis compared to the Rover. Rover just does not have the power to weight of those 2 cars ahead. Under braking, look at that under braking, though, Keith.
Oh, this is going to be really interesting. I am blown away with Buchacho's starts. The last event, he went from 12th to up to 3rd. At Brands?
Yeah, Brands Hatch, he qualified, I think it was 16th he qualified, and he was 6th by the end of lap 1. You know, and it's all about the start. It's so important to get track position.
For sure.
Look at the different lines though. Dave and Davis run it right out wide and switch right back again. Obviously Crooks is more comfortable keeping it tight and making sure he's on the right line, so he's not sweeping across so much.
And actually, I will say one thing is that
fastest lap of the race, and Chris Butcher, 108.6056, so he's definitely got the speed also as well as the track position.
Well, Buchacho he swore to me that he would win a race this season, and he sounded like a man possessed in TeamSpeak when he told me. And this very well may
now
be.
Davis is defending at turn 3. Oh, but
contact!
Because there's permanent yellow flag at turn 3. Just take your normal line. No one can pass. And Davis defending there, or perhaps forgetting. It's instinct takes. Oh, look at the braking, like I was saying, Crooks around the outside of Davilar. Oh, he's not.
Oh no!
Oh! I thought that was going to be in the wall, but no, it's not. And now Ojala's going right up to the back of Crooks also. Look at this. So Davilar was held up by Davis, but also, of course, Crooks was held up by both of them.
Oh, that could have ended in heartbreak. That could have ended up in heartbreak.
Those tyres as well just grab your car and rip whole chunks out of it. So Jesper's up to 7th. He obviously didn't jump at start because he's now back through up into 7th position and not pitted this time around, and that's 3 laps over with. So if he did jump at start, he's now disqualified.
I think he did his drive-through.
Unless he did do the drive-through, because it has a drive-through.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah,
that's what I thought it was.
The pit limit is so fast. He obviously didn't lose as much time, so perhaps he did jump the start. So
I think he actually made up a position.
Anvor might have been right there. Gary Lennon's back to 8th position. Let's just chat back with those guys. It's just calmed down ever so slightly at the front. 9th is Paul Bordeaux. 10th is Evo Simons. Further back in the field, and you can see 11th Egbeer, 12th Adji. There is the Oakley, Brook, Palmer, Nielsen back to 16th. He'll be struggling around this track in that car. But it seems everyone's really survived pretty well. Marias Meervold has come into the pit, so he's had some difficulty somewhere. He's still going, but he's. I thought
he reported an absence, Meervold. Or was
obviously not, because he's here.
No, he's here. True.
At the front of the field. It's Crooks, and Davilar now fastest lap of the race. He's caught right back up to Toby Davis. So if he can get past Toby, I think he can have a go at Butcher. And Davis has caught Butcher also. Look at that, the gap. Less than a second now. It's 1.1 there, but it's definitely less than a second looking through turn 3. Into turn 3 they go, under the archway. The ports places.
This is
tight through there.
It's so tight. So tight.
So that's 6 laps down. 5 laps down, sorry, just 57 to go. Only 57.
Well, what do you think? Do you think there is strategy? Oh, Ben Crooks! Oh no! Oh
Ben
no!
Crooks! What happened there?
Oh no!
Oh, Ben Crooks! He's gone off.
I don't know
the replay button for this race, so we'll have to.
Hit the replay. Try R. R is it R?
No, R is the plugin. Remember?
Oh no!
Oh, but what happened there, Keith? Did you catch that?
Here, let me rewind it.
Yeah, you can describe it on R Factor 4.
Yeah, I'll describe it.
Here is Crooks, the 2nd place in the championship, and he needed just to minimise the result that Davilar gets over him here, because it was going to be Davilar going to beat him just simply because of the car's attributes. He just needed to minimise that, but it's not gone well at all.
Okay, so what's happened here is
turn 4.
Turn 4. It looks like he just forgets to brake, and then he gets on them and locks up. Goes inside of Peter to miss him. He comes across the apex, hits the wall, just misses Toby's rear bumper, and then he spins around, hits the tires hard, and I believe he's got some pretty bad damage. It looks like it. Oh, so devastating for Mr. Crooks.
Disaster there for Crooks. He's still keeping pace with the midfield guys though, so if he just pull himself back up into the top 10. This is what I'm talking about though, Keith. With Davilar, if that had happened to him, he still had the buffer of being able to score a minimum of 24 points here because of the drop score. Crooks does not have that buffer. He has a 0 score in the championship at the moment. That was a non-points finish up in race 1 at Laguna. And that's it's going to be key in the end. I was mentioning that before the broadcast started. Oh, off the track! Anders Nielsen, what's going on there?
Ross Steele?
Head back through him, and Davilar fastest back once again. I've gone too far now. Where is Davilar? There is Nielsen, so he's definitely dropped back.
Yeah, he dropped a ways back.
He's way back. He's now into... Oh, where is he at?
That car does not look like it belongs
17th.
at this racetrack. It looks
It
like it's
doesn't belong
way too big.
Although they do race NASCARs here, don't they, in the Grand Prix,
Yep.
the GP3R. So
Yep, they do.
It kind of is at home, but not compared to these cars. Look at the slide to get in through those corners. It does look very cumbersome.
Yeah,
But
so
Davis
now
is
we've
still in
got...
second place. But Dave Allard has set 2 fastest laps pretty much in a row, tracking down Davis. The gap between Davis and sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to point out something that I thought was phenomenal. Is that Jesper Talborg, even with the drive-through, is in 6th position and he can see the leaders. How incredible is that?
Back. Yeah, just 5 seconds back, and he's gaining on Van der Linde also as well. Let's check in with the ATCC and newly crowned RDTCC champion. Here he is. He's superbly well in touring cars on race with front-wheel drive. He's had his difficulties in WTM. He had a good race at Brands, not quite the race winning pace there, but he almost snatched second position at the last from Ben Crooks. And at Salzburg, he got a terrible start at Salzburg. Obviously not used to the I remember last season in the Sierra, it's very difficult to get off the line. You really have to get lots of wheel speed. Also, it just bogs down, and you just go nowhere. You go nowhere quickly. And Talborg learnt from that at Salzburg Ring. Had a good race at Brands, and now a bit of difficulty here. But again, I think with the start, we'll jump in the start. So again with the starts, he's struggling. He's going to go up the inside of Van der Linde here. He has much more power down the straight.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, he's hit the inside wall though, just clips it, and Van der Linde almost took him out on exit. Ojala is still in 4th, sorry. Of course, taking advantage of Crooks dropping out from 4th, up to 3rd. Still is Dave Allard. Still in the lead is Chris Butcher, searching for his first World Touring Masters win. He had a couple of chances to win at Pukekohe, if you remember.
Yes.
Keith. So maybe he'll grasp this opportunity this time around. He was in the server very early today for Ben. For Chris.
Oh, he put in more than 11 laps of practice in?
Yeah, the 11 laps that he says he does. But he's very weak today. He says his arms are very weak.
Yeah, but that's every day for Chris, though. That's every day for Mr. Chris.
But
Muchacho, he's so weak, he's not muchacho.
So he's struggling with illness.
Yeah.
So
it is tough to race
I think perhaps at some point the illness perhaps will catch up. Just that small. Oh, as we've seen, 1 lap's concentration with Ben Crooks. He was following another car and still.
Toby! Oh no!
Toby's hit the wall.
Toby hits.
He hit the wall hard there as well. That looked quite hard because he's smoking now as well, coming off that corner.
Oh
but
no!
I was saying, he just does this, doesn't he, Keith? He just makes too many mistakes. Pushes just a little bit too hard.
Yeah, he's always on the edge, and you know, you got Peter Duivelar, who's just cool as a cucumber. Just, you know, he knows what he's just driving nice and easy. He's not pushing too hard. But Toby hit the inside wall, then the outside tire, so he's going to suffer some serious damage, like suspension-wise. And Tommy Ojala's closing in now big time, and then you've got the Iceman sitting in 5th place. He's 5.6 seconds back at the line. Phenomenal.
Yep, the Iceman, Jesper Talborg.
And Gary Lennon.
So called because of his accent in the interviews. It's
hey, Ryan, I was just gonna say, you know, we do have a fair bit left in the race. It might be worthwhile maybe just setting the replay button so you can hit some replays, because I'm sure we're gonna have some action later on in the race.
That's a good idea. Let's try and do that. If I'm just there we go.
Yep.
Let's see if I can see the controls on the software that we have for these sort of things. Instant replay. There we are.
Right there.
I'll set it to whatever I have it set it normally. That's fine. Okay, so we can actually have some replays now, guys, since we do have 52 laps to go. Good point, Kit. Good point. But Gary Lennon, coming off the back of his 5th place at Brands Hatch, he dropped back in the championship after his Salzburg Ring DNF. He DNF very early in that race, but 5th place at Brands. It was a good result for him.
Yep,
and looking to move his way through as well. Another guy who's going to be doing the V8s. Several guys here doing the V8s. Toby Davis, Jesper Talborg, Van der Linde, Lennon. They're all going to be there. Dave Allard did want to be there, but he's unfortunately not able to do so. Clash with other league commitments. But we're watching Gary Lennon now. Go on board with him as he pursues Kelvin Van der Linde. You can't pass anybody down here at the archway. It has been declared a permanent yellow flag zone.
It's a no-fly zone, right? No fly zone,
pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's pretty obvious why that case is, but it's been so narrow.
Oh, for sure. I mean, in what is it in the Canadian NASCAR series when they race.
Van der Linde's so close. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that's the number. They do try to pass going through there, and it just ends up in heartbreak there.
Yep. Every time.
Every time.
Difficult enough through that corner when you're by yourself. Never mind with side by side with somebody else trying to race them hard.
No kidding. Gary, I can see Gary making a move soon on Kelvin.
He looks a lot smoother than Kelvin, doesn't he?
Yeah. Do you think Kelvin's struggling with the car here, or do you think that's a car that? Oh, look, Iceman, fastest time.
Tolborg's gaining on Ojala, just 0.9 behind him now at the end of lap 12. We've completed 12 laps already here. It's actually flown by pretty quickly. We're almost a fifth of the way through. Lennon! Sideways! Van der Linde clipped the wall, and then Lennon got the power on a bit too much.
Oh,
to the other side. I'm not sure he got too much damage. He managed to correct it pretty quickly, but be careful breaking into the next couple of corners, because it's not about when you're driving the car that the damage comes. When you brake the car, it just shoots off to one side. I know that.
It looks like. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No,
Lennon's missing his front clip. It looks like, or is that just the way the car looks?
Yeah, he's wiped it off. He's rubbed it. Spoiler.
Oh, Gary.
Oh, Gary.
Yeah, we'll find it later, Gary. Don't worry. We'll find it later. We'll find it later for him. Souvenir. We'll put it up on the wall.
But now, at the front of the field, let's go to the front of the field, because this is the battle for the lead. Butcher versus Develar. And can Chris Butcher resist the attentions of the cool as ice Dutchman, the flying Dutchman, Peter Develar?
Ooh, big slide.
Who really is a master in these sort of vehicles. He really is.
Oh, no kidding. He's got a good mental state when he's racing. So close through there.
It looks so dangerous, doesn't it? I hold my breath every time through there. I was watching Ojala during practice, and every single lap he was hitting the apex perfectly. And now Davis is close up on Butcher as well. So Butcher has not got quite the speed. Oh, he's hit the inside wall. Same as Davis as well. He didn't do it.
Look at him! Davis,
one side, then the other. Davis on the outside now. Going to come down to turn 5. Sorry.
Oh, is he going to do it?
He's going to do it. He is.
He done
it! It's sideways goes Butcher as well. Develar's through. Develar into the lead. Defends there at the hair. Accelerates out, and Develar's away. I think that might be our race winner right there, Peter Develar. That was key right there.
Yes.
Butcher went so slowly. You actually went too slow into the chicane. That's one of the difficulties in the street track, isn't it, Keith? If you go too slow, you hit the inside wall.
Yep. You misjudge it.
And Lee Palmer off the track, spinning around.
Oh no! Oh, good, he parked it.
Yeah, I thought he was going to rejoin right in front of Ojala and Tolborg then. Yeah, I was the same as you.
Oh,
through
wow.
the archway. Oh, it looks so dangerous through there.
It does.
I raced here a couple of weeks ago in Volvo C30s, and it was scary through that corner. Every lap I held my breath. And now Tolborg is tracking
he's closing.
Ojala. Davis. Sideways Butcher once again.
Oh, he put him around! Oh no!
Replay. Don't do that, Butcher. Oh, that's
God.
Recovery action, Butcher. He left enough room. I thought he would drive right in front of.
Let's see that. Let's catch that on replay.
Let's go on board with Chris Butcher. Butcharcho braking, just gets it too fast into the corner.
Do you think he got a tap?
I think he got a tap. No, not under braking, I don't think. I think Davis tapped him when he got round the corner, though. Just spinning around a bit more, because obviously Davis had to go around the corner himself and just tapped it. And through goes Ojala and Tolborg. Let's go on board with Davis and see if there was a tap. Let's just rewind it.
Oh, and Tolborg.
Here we are now at this corner. No, just sideways. Look, there's a big gap.
Yeah.
It's just sideways, and of course Butcher held up Davis, and Davis taps him around. Unfortunately, there's nothing Davis there could do. Let's go back to live action, and Tolborg's got past Ojala. Let's watch that on the replay if we can. Here we are.
Oh, beautiful move! Beautiful move. I watched it live. Oh my God!
Around the
Look
outside
at this.
at turn 1. Are you sure?
The Iceman
move. That is unbelievable, because there's no camber. There's no camber on the outside of turn 1.
Look at this.
Ojala
Holds it side by side. Oh my God! What a move!
That's superb. That's a superb move by Tolborg. He's making his way through. He's going to pursue Davis now. Let's go back to live action. Here it is. Tolborg. Look, it's second, third, fourth, and fifth. What are they? Cosworths. Doing so well at this track. Their exit speed is so good, and the top 5 are the top 6, the top 7 in this race are what I call the exit whores, the cars that are so good off the exit of the corners. The Alfa, the Volvo, and the Sierra. The Sierra and the Volvo are so good with their weight to power distribution.
Yes,
weight to power, whatever it's called. Ratio, that's the word. and the Alpha's got quite a lot of torque for such a light car. So that's what makes it so good off the corners. Of course, it's very good handling also as well. So that will be running well here. So coming around to lap Thomas Demelin in the BMW M3. Torbo might get held up here because there's no flies on. I keep wanting to say no flies on. Now you mentioned that. Stop saying that. But Demelin gets out of the way very nicely there. Davis is now 2.8 seconds already behind Peter Davelaar. Davelaar, the championship leader. This could really seal the deal for him in the championship. This will give him a big lead going towards Bathurst.
Well, and I just want
barring disaster at Bathurst, of course. It is triple points, as I say, at Bathurst, but barring disaster, this gives him a very healthy margin. Of course, it gives him margin. Oh no! Track! It's just as we're talking about how cool he is. He almost crashes the car. It looked a little bit like actually it aimed to go around the outside of those big anti-cuts, but that looked quite dangerous.
Wow. And we're only 17 laps in, right? And there's 17 laps in. There's still we still have what 40 laps.
Quarter
of the race.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it is hectic racing, and we love it. We love it. This is what WTM is all about.
Oh, this is what gets your blood boiling. And you know what? Unfortunately, we did lose Eric Tveit, and also we lost Ole Marius Mervold. So they've crashed two retirements.
Yeah, crashed again. A suspension failure. Eric Tveit is to be expected, I'm afraid, to crash on these races. He's only just gone out the race actually, so he's got 15 laps in, but it might have done disconnections. It's just a DNF, so it depends what he's done. He just look at the traffic coming down this straight. Look at the traffic as they all come down here. The lap traffic. There's Wukash involved with Torborg and Butcher going around the outside of that was Butcher.
Oh, there's contact. Illinov.
Yeah, Butcher went off. Butcher went off by himself. I think. He hit the wall again.
Pull that back a bit.
Because he went around the outside of Ilivanov and he was off by himself. It looked like he just outbraked himself once again.
Yes, he did. Same corner too.
On board with him. Oh, just so quickly into there. Not so bad. He didn't lose much time and only just clipped the tyre wall there. And Gary Lennon is way back, 18 seconds behind now. He was right up in behind. Where's Van der Linde gone? That's a point. Where is Van der Linde?
Well, that was something I was going to point out, Ryan. Is Kelvin slowly had a steady drop down?
There he is. He's just been caught and passed.
He's back in 10th place.
This is on the replay here.
Look at this train of cars.
I know. There's Van der Linde just up ahead. We'll have to go backwards actually to go to Van der Linde because that's how it is on live view. There is Van der Linde just outbraking himself once again. He has to park it, and of course he can't rejoin because everyone's coming through and he can't rejoin quite as quickly as he wants to. So look at this train of cars.
Look at that!
Wayne Morgan,
just
Tim
sick.
Brook. That's awesome. We're back to live action. There we go through the archway. Simon's leading the way from Crooks, then Van der Linde. Then here it is Egbeard, then Brook, then Paul Bordeaux, and then Wayne Morgan. So
Andy Oakley as well. There's Andy Oakley is the last car in line, and then you've got Wayne Morgan just outside of them.
You are correct. They're both white Sierras, and I do get easily confused. I'm getting old.
Well, another thing also, something to note is that Jay Adgie's had a very we haven't really talked about it, but he's had a clean start. I believe he started 11th or 12th. He's sitting in 7th right now, and he's slowly closing in on Gary Lennon, which is phenomenal. And what cars? He's in the Alfa Romeo. He's in the Alfa Romeo. That's right.
One of the exit whores.
One of the exit whores.
But Jay Adgie's had a very impressive season. I've been very impressed by his solidity, consistency.
Yes.
Speed also as well. It's been fantastic. He's a fantastic run at Brands Hatch. He got a drive through at Brands Hatch, which dropped him down to around about 18th, 19th position, and still came through and finished in 7th position in that race. And that's with a car that has difficulty passing other drivers, of course, with its lower power. So that was a great feat from him.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, we've had some incredible races this season. This race is no exception either.
Every race this season has been incredible. I've never had a boring race so far.
Yeah,
not saying that as the series organizer, saying that as a fan, as someone who loves commentating on these things because it's superb to watch. They really do give us plenty of entertainment. If they do a few silly things here and there, but it is entertaining nonetheless.
Oh, that's what it is, and I think the viewers enjoy it too. I know I enjoy it. It's a highlight of my week right here.
How sad are we?
I know. Well, I raced home from work doing 150 kilometers an hour so I could make the booth. Oh all good fun. But it looks like the gap's remaining pretty consistent between Toby and Peter. They're lapping roughly about the same. I think every time there's a lap car, like a tenth or two's gained and lost. And Jesper, the three of them seem to be on the same pace. And Toby's done some damage to his car, so that's pretty impressive on his part that he can still keep the pace up.
Sorry, Brooke almost went up the inside of
Edgar
there. We're on board with Andy Oakley in behind the beautiful sounding Paul Bordeaux. That was Thomas Demmelin just pulling off the track, just getting out of the way. Obviously, he saw this massive train of cars coming through. He thought, perhaps he saw one car and thought, oh, I'll pull over here. And then he didn't realise there was a massive train of cars. Oh, crap, I have to wait now. So we let everyone through. But he's still going. There's a couple of drivers who are out of the race.
Contact! Oh, no, Brooke!
Sideways. Oakley almost into the wall. Sideways, Tim Brooke. Was that contact with Paul Bordeaux? Let's go on board with Paul Bordeaux and watch the replay. He's gone past Tim Brooke now. On board with him on the replay, down into this is the turn 4. This is what I find the most dangerous corner on the track, actually, because everyone concentrates so much. No, just on the brakes.
No contact.
By himself.
That was a Buchacho move.
It was a Buchacho move. He just but the wall straightened him up that time, so he did well not to crash it completely there. He kept it pretty much in a straight direction. But he's got a bit of damage on the back of his car there. You can see that on the rear right. But behind Andy Oakley, as we see, is Wayne Morgan. He's just lapping Roy Magnez. Here is Anders Nielsen struggling along in that car. He will not be enjoying this race. He will be enjoying the fact that it's a cooler temperature at night time, and the fact that the tyres on the Holden don't wear so quickly. So that will be one of the benefits of racing around here. But the other benefit is it doesn't weigh out. It doesn't level out the disadvantages of this Holden around this track.
Yeah, so what you're saying is the tires are they're holding up.
It usually struggles a lot with the tyre wear because they overheat so badly on the Holden because it's so heavy, of course.
Yeah, so the tires are holding up pretty well.
But he'll just be looking forward to the next race, Mount Panorama, with that huge Conroe Straight, of course, and Mountain Straight. He'll be loving those straights. He'll be blasting past people at almost 300 kilometers an hour. It's there's 175 miles an hour that Holden.
Wow.
And that's from the 80s. 80s power. And Stenbeck is way back in the pack.
80s power.
18th. He's back in 18th. He's shown very, very good pace in the V8 supercars, but he's had a very difficult season in WTM. Not sure quite
totally different monster.
Reason for that. But he's
totally different monster.
It is a different monster. But in WTM season 1, he had a good season also as well, and he's shown spurts of good pace, but obviously not finding the sweet spot. Yeah, not finding the sweet spot perhaps in that Rover.
Yeah, I mean it can come and go sometimes. I mean with a lot of other things that may distract you, lack of practice, just a number of things. I mean as a sim racer, you can't be at top form every single race.
Exactly, but it's quite wildly his form. Perhaps it's because of how close WTM is. Yes, Keith?
I just saw Richard Welsh as Wayne Morgan was coming up to lap him. Welsh got into the tires in turn 4 again. Well, not just turn 4 seems to be a trouble spot, and they got a little bit of contact.
Because everyone concentrates so heavily on turn 3. You think, don't crash at turn 3, don't crash at turn 3, and then suddenly you get to turn 4 and you forget how tight that corner is also as well. I think that's what it is.
Oh, and Talborg's getting right up on the bumper of Toby Davis for second place here.
Let's go and check that battle then. Here we are. Jesper Talborg. You know all about him, of course, Keith.
Oh, I mean, Jesper... Oh, what do we have up front? Toby's getting sideways. Oh,
very sideways.
Jesus. But Jesper actually in the STC race just recently, him and Peter had an epic battle to the very end, and it ended up with Jesper coming out on top. And there's a chance we could see that here today as well if Jesper keeps his pace up, because even though he is closing in on Toby, he's also closing in on Peter at the same time. So I would love to, I think Peter would also like another chance because it was last lap with only one corner to go, and he pulled it off. The Iceman.
And the gap's down to 2.4, so Dave Allard's made a mistake on that lap, It's down to 2.4 seconds from 3.1, a sideways Talbot through turn 1. It's still showing that he's on the limit. It might look smooth. It might look even easy to you viewers, but I can assure you these guys are on the limit at every single corner, on every single lap. You just cannot take it easy in these cars, else you will drop back through the field. And look at the damage on the front of Toby. He's obviously doing pretty well to keep that car on the track. But his tyre wear will be going up also as well because of the damage. I always find that with suspension damage, it increases the tyre wear quite considerably.
Yes,
I do get quite a lot of suspension damage, unfortunately, Keith.
Well, I mean, as long as
experienced in that field.
As long as you finish, we'll give you a high five. But I mean, Dave Allard's just, it looks like his car is loose in the back end, just about every single corner. Now it might just be me, just look the way I'm watching it, but this is the kind of Jesper spins.
Oh,
Jesper spins.
On the power coming out of the hairpin. We were saying that he was getting out of shape.
No.
And, he's trying to get it going again. There's no space, of course. Everyone's coming through. He just gets it going again. He lost the position.
Oh, and Butcher
to
gets
Ojala. And Butcher also as well. So that's disaster there for Torborg. So that could. And David Palmer off the track once again. We've seen him spinning several times during this race. So he's obviously struggling quite a lot. But just talk us through this spin here from Torborg, Keith. Let's just rewind it for you.
Well, it just looks like he comes in.
Let's go on board with him.
Here, as he comes in, I mean, he looks good. He's a little wide on the apex, and he gets okay. What he did was he tried to recover by getting down to the apex by throttle steering his car to the inside. He was just a little too far off the apex, and when he got on the throttle a little hot, it just was a little too much, and he couldn't correct it in time, and that's what sent him into the inside wall. But really, it all started with his entry to the second to last corner, the penultimate corner. But good recovery, though, nonetheless.
It was a good recovery, but it's uncharacteristic of Torborg, if it must be said. But obviously, rear-wheel drive is not quite as experienced in rear-wheel drive. He's obviously very, very quick in rear-wheel drive. He's won STC races. He's also qualified very well for the World V8 Supercars. He's done very well in WTM. But rear-wheel drive is of course, very different to front-wheel drive. The way the car's correct and that sort of thing. So. Again, sometimes it's just the instinct that takes over, right? Because you lose concentration for a second, and the instinct takes over. Oh, I can put the power on here. Oh no, I can't. It's rear-wheel drive, and around you go.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Part of the problem.
Exactly, and you know what though? A track like this is the kind of track that actually even brings the worst out of the best drivers. Like we're noticing. Look, Toby Davis is still closing up in on Peter Dweevelar, who we say is mistake-free. He's closing, and Toby has made how many mistakes this race? And I'm not taking away from Toby's driving, but for him to have a damaged car and still be closing in on that man leading the race, phenomenal.
And Dave Lars struggles so much through that corner there because the Volvo doesn't like fast corners, just not like them at all, and he's struggling through that turn 5. You can see why he doesn't like the fast corners just from looking at the body shape. You can probably people who don't even know racing can probably deduce from the shape of the car that it doesn't like to go around corners fast.
Oh, it just likes going to the grocery store, football field, pick the kids up from school, and also win WTM.
As I said, it's very successful. It's a very successful car in real life. It was the first car to use turbo power. Go ahead.
Jesper and Butcher, if you want to take the camera back to them, there's something going to be happening there very, very shortly.
Let's go on board with Jesper. Let's ride with him while he pursues. No, it's all right. We'll ride with him while he pursues Chris Butcher on the rear wing of Jesper Torborg, coming down this long straight. I mean, how do you approach these races, Keith? Did you with such danger? Pretty much every single corner. Do you drive 70%, or you just drive 100% and hope for the best?
I would probably, first off, I would wear a diaper just in case I messed myself. Obviously, it's pretty scary here. But really, I mean, there's really no way you can say, okay, you need to go 100% with guys like this that you're racing against. However, at 100%, you start to make those little mistakes that damage the car. You lose a front clip like Gary Lennon. But if you don't go that 100%, you drop back through the field like Jesper did at the start. He did jump the start, however. But also look at Calvin Vanderlinde. I think he might have started off pushing hard. Now his car's fading. But it looks like Jesper. Oh.
Yeah. Jesper's looking, and Butcher is defending. Of course, he can't pass at this next corner, so Butcher can do whatever he likes into here, because whoever is ahead as that corner straightens out has the corner. That is the ruling. So you can get on the inside, but you have to get on the inside pretty damn quickly. And they're coming up to lap Anders Nielsen. I think that's Anders Nielsen just ahead. Yes, it is. And the Holden really is struggling here today. This has been the worst track for the Holden all season, as it was likely to be, of course, as well.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and that was to be expected. A car that big does not belong on a track this size. But again, you're right. The NASCAR North guys do race here. Toby
We do.
Davis is down to 1.3 seconds.
Nielsen gives us a bit of a demonstration as well. He just ran wide for Tolbog and Butcher there. Give us a bit of a demonstration what happens if you go onto the anti-cuts. He only did it very slowly as well. Let's just watch that on the replay if we can. Let's go back to Anders Nielsen. He's way back in the field, of course. We can't actually jump to him. There we go. Just watch it on the replay. There we go. Bump it over there. Almost. That's what happens. He was going slowly. So anybody who runs wide there will be find themselves in trouble. We saw that from Davila earlier. He decided to go around the anti-cuts, which is
rightfully so too.
Which is the right idea to do. But Davis is still catching Davila. 1.2 seconds to lead now.
Yep.
We might see some strategy here today. We might see some strategy because, of course, the tyres. There's several things at work here, Keith. Of course, the temperature is lower, so the tyres don't heat up so much and don't wear so much. But also you don't. And but the thing is, it's also a long lap. And there's a couple of drivers are a long race. Sorry, a couple of drivers are finding that they're using more fuel than they can carry for this race. They may have to pit for fuel anyway, which will be a first in the WTM this season.
I hope so.
Well, you do not want worn tyres on this track, do you?
No. Well, and I'll say one thing. If I was to pick anyone who has the right strategy, it's going to be Toby for just his performance that he pulled off last race.
Egbeer's clipped the wall. Bordeaux just showed the nose a little bit on the inside of Egbeer. Didn't try to make a pass, but just showed the nose, and that distracted Egbeer off the exit of the corner. Let's just watch that on the replay. That wasn't replay, sorry. That wasn't
you were.
I'm still on replay.
That wasn't live.
You saw ad live. There we are. Egbeer just ran wide. Let's just see it on board from Paul Bordeaux. Let's go on board with him. And in slow motion, does Paul Bordeaux touch him? No, he doesn't.
Oh, look at how close he's to the inside wall.
That's beautiful judgment from Paul Bordeaux.
Oh, well done.
But not well done for Egbeer. Because hits the side of the wall and it carries on. Didn't lose much time, but it will be a bit of damage there for Egbeer.
Half a second at the front now, Ryan. Toby's right on De Wevelar's bumper.
Let's go back to live and go back to the front of the field. Here we are, Davila versus Davis. We've seen this episode several times this season.
Yes, we have.
Usually ending in the favour of the Dutchman. But the Englishmen, they've both had two winter seasons. These drivers, so doing well. Ivo Simons is into the pits on the 31st lap, so he's decided he's going for a one-stop strategy. Ben Crooks also to the pits on the 31st lap, so he's going for a one-stop strategy also. So we're halfway through the race. That's snuck up very fast, hasn't it, Keith? When did that happen? When did we get to lap 32?
You know what? I think it was probably because we were in replay mode for so long. We probably just went back in time, or we fast-forwarded into time. It's like a time machine. The flux capacitor. Oh, look, Toby Davis is looking.
Davis is looking. Now Davis is the hunter, and Davilar's the hunted. Is he going to the pits? He is going to the pits. They're both going to the pits. Into the pits they come.
Yes.
Into the pit. Oh no!
Oh no!
Davis has hit Davilar. Oh! There'll be a penalty there. Oh, dear. Oh, unless he lets him pass again out of the pits.
I know. I do believe Toby will. I don't. It's not in him. That was definitely not intentional.
Butcher's in also as well. No, definitely not intentional. No.
Yeah. It was just an accident.
Carry so much speed into there as Davis.
But what's going to hurt is this is going to mess Toby's strategy up.
Completely. You know what's happened now, though. You know what's happened here. Davilar has not unchecked the damage button, and he's stuck in the pits. No. Davis and Butcher have left, and Davilar's stuck in the pits. 40 seconds of body damage to repair. That could be as a result of the hit. You know.
Well,
I think he had damage before. I presume he had damage before that because he has hit the wall at some point.
No way! I cannot believe that.
He's way back in the field now.
That is definitely the damage repair. Even Lee Palmer had the same problem with the 43-second stop.
It's definitely the damage. What I'm saying though is that was that damage from? Did he have damage before the hit from Toby?
That's a really tough call to make, especially even as a steward, like making a decision on obviously penalty because there was contact going into the pits. But did he just forget? Because has he even pitted this season? Has he pitted this season at all?
I don't think he's pitted. I don't think he's ever pitted. No, and
so,
it's easy to miss on R Factor. It's hidden.
Oh,
isn't
for
it?
sure.
Right down the bottom
Yeah, it
of the
is.
menu.
Yeah, exactly. And I know that Peter is mainly he's more so known for his sim bin racing. So it could be something that was overlooked on his part now that he has to pit. But again, this is a really interesting story that's unfolding. But Toby, I mean, that really, it sucks that he got into the back of Peter there, but it's so easy to do on such a tight entrance to pit lane.
Absolutely. And out of the pits comes Jesper Torvald right in front of Gary Lennon. I wonder if Gary Lennon will pit this race.
Let's not talk about Gary pitting. Let's not go there. Tommy Ojala is leading right now, and I wonder how that feels. He is leading the WTM event.
He's still lapping very well as well. Look at it, still lapping 108.5. Look, and that's still very quick indeed.
That is. So okay, you said this is going to be a one-stop race, or well, so you think? Yeah.
Well, I guess so. I don't think anyone will stop again. We're on to lap 31. That's halfway through the race. It's logical. There wouldn't be any more. So let's see what lap time he does this time around, though. Because if he doesn't drop off for the next 10 laps, he might have a chance of staying ahead of Toby Davis here.
Yeah, exactly.
He had a 12-second lead though, as Davis came out the pits. So 108. Look, it's still 108.6 still. So he's definitely still got the pace. What has Toby Davis got to offer? Just check his lap time for you.
See?
He's come across the line, and he's just done a
108 flat.
108 flat, so it's 0.6 of a second faster. And of course, Ojala's time will drop off, but also so will Davis's. So with 30 laps to go at 0.6 of a second, that's around about 17 seconds, right?
He'll catch him.
17. He will catch him, but will he be able to pass him?
Correct. And also, what about lap traffic? I mean,
what about Davis making mistakes? We've seen him.
And also, what about Jesper catching him?
So clean. Ojala's been so clean. I've not seen him do any mistakes at all. Look at his car. His car's pristine. It's pristine.
He's taking it back to the showroom. 30-day, money back guarantee.
This is the car that Reece Nottenboom took to 2 victories in WTM Season 1. So it's got form, this car.
Yes, actually.
Has produced some good results here as well. And of course, there is Davis. Oh, Damelin off the track also. Łukasz Damelin. Davis again pushing the car very hard.
And if you I thought it was over. I thought it was over right there. I thought we were going to get a rage quit and him come into the booth and be like, that mother effer. But
and
yes,
that lap at 108.5. Only getting 2/10 from that lap.
Wow.
So if Ojala can just keep up the pace, not making mistakes, and he's not doing, and I know it's with Ojala, he's giving himself lots of room on the exit of the corners as well, that he's not pushing right to the edge like many of these. Oh, wow. I thought that was, again, Davis so close on the entry and the exit. I thought that was all over.
How many all over moments have we seen so far? I couldn't even begin to count.
But in terms of the championship, Keith, let's just give you the championship situation, because
yes,
Ben Crooks has got a reprieve, because Dave Lars back in the pack now also, along with him, of course.
They're actually battling, right? They're actually battling.
They are battling. The two. And it's amazing how these guys come
together.
This is unbelievable. Crooks has spun, I think.
No.
He must have done, because yes.
No, Dweevelar didn't he?
No, Crooks has spun out of turn 1.
We're in replay right now on the broadcast.
No, we're on replay now. Calm yourself. Now we're not on replay. This is replay.
Oh, okay.
Now
Gotcha. Yeah, okay.
All under control, Barrick. All under control.
Oh, so and that's how they
end up from Toby Davis, 7.6.
Oh, there you go.
So they were fighting. They were only 9 tenths apart as they came across the line. But Crooks lost it all by himself coming out of turn 1. It's not been a happy race so far for Crooks.
Yeah, could have been some damage too, right? Like he could have had suffered some damage on the right hand side. So it's impossible that might have play into what's happened here.
Now David Law is back in the pack, but what he's got now is a pristine car, of course, because it's completely repaired. He has fresh tyres and he's pursuing Ivo Simons.
He's got a lot of cars to pass.
107.1. That is a superbly fast lap. 107.1, Keith. That is 5/10 quicker than anybody else. 5/10, half a second. That's unreal.
The only problem is he has a lot of cars between him and a top 5 finish right now. However,
there's Davis in second and Crooks, his main rival, back in 10th. So
yes.
Yeah. So we'll have to keep an eye on his progress.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? It would almost be wise to follow along with him as he makes his way through the field.
Tommy into the pits.
Tommy's in 8.6 seconds, and Toby regains the lead. And what about Jesper? Let me quickly see.
Here
Oh,
comes
Toby was into the
Jesper.
wall. Oh, Toby hit the wall hard. Yes. Oh,
Ojala's ahead
Tommy
of
maintains. Wow. Wow. Well done, Tommy.
5-second gap as well. Here is our new race leader, Toby Davies, looking for his second win in a row and his third win this season in the World Touring Masters. He really does put a lot of effort into these races, and he reaps the rewards, doesn't he, Keith?
He does.
We've seen him be ragged on. We've seen him be ragged on plenty of occasions, but he does put the effort in, and he is rewarded for that.
Oh, for
He's
sure.
also
And
very
you know
quick,
what?
of course. So you can't be at the front if you're not quick.
Yeah, and I would say he's probably one of the few guys I know that can run it that close to the edge for these longer races and still finish and win. I mean, it's phenomenal how to watch him and see how hard he's pushing that car. He's like clipping the tires with his back end. He's sideways going into corners, yet he still is leading this race after everything that's happened.
I swear, the overall Ojala has caught Toby. I swear, because I'm sure Tommy was further back before the pit stops than 3.8 seconds from the front group of cars.
I think so too.
And he's gaining on this lap as well. He was well over half a second faster than Davis on that lap. Well over.
108.2. Yep.
Well, 0.3
And with
then, yeah. So
yeah.
he looks much smoother. He looks more safe, doesn't he? Tommy.
Well, and less damage too, and less damage as well.
Mm-hmm. Definitely less damage, and that will be helping. His car is still perfect. Look at it. There's not a scratch on it. He's not coming into contact with another car, not coming into contact with another wall. He's giving himself a little bit of margin. He can see the leader look. You can see that on the same straight. And it wasn't the case before the pit stop. So he's had a great pit stop and managed to keep his way out of traffic also as well.
Absolutely,
it's very impressive this season from Tommy Ojala, and especially in this race also as well.
Yeah, actually, Dwevelar is up to 7th position already.
So he got past Ivo Simons very quickly indeed. Here is Ivo Simons, who is way back from Dave Lar already, 3 seconds behind. And Ivo took 3rd overall in the Race Department Touring Car Championship, so that just shows the strength of the World Touring Master field. Of course, the cars are very different, but it just shows that if Ivo is battling in the top 10 rather than in the top 3 as he was in the Race Department Touring Car Championship. So.
Well, looking at this, stepping back for a sec, we're at lap 40, really, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We have 22 laps remaining.
7.1 from Dave Lar again. Oof.
Fastest again. But 22 laps, a lot can happen because I'm watching the timing here, and Jesper's closing in on Tommy. Tommy's closing in on Toby. Is this a chance for an incredible finish? I think so. Oh, he's still closing.
What's the situation with the championship at the moment, Keith? Do you want to have a look at that, the situation championship?
Yeah, give
as
me
it
a
is right now?
Give me a second and I will sort that out while you do some commentating there.
No problem, that's fine. We'll find out the championship standings as they are at the moment. And Dave Lar is closing very, very quickly on Jay Adji in the Alfa Romeo. Jay pitted, I think, if I recall correctly. I'm not quite sure actually now. But Gary Lennon didn't pit, and he's still in 5th position. Of course, the Alfa looks after its tyres very well indeed, so probably a good call there from the Scotsman. So we have Sierra Cosworth 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th, and then we have the 2 Alfa Romeos 5th and 6th. 7th is a Volvo, 8th is another Cosworth, 9th is the first non-exit car, as I kind of call them, is Paul Bordeaux.
Second here.
Exit Horse.
The exit horse. Look at the gaps now.
Rover just does not have the power to weight ratio of these cars, and it needs fast corners onto long straights really for it to excel. That's why it excelled so well at Pukekohe and Salzburgring and Brands Hatch. But here it's finding a very different proposition. But without those mistakes, Crooks would be way up at the front of the field. They'd be in the top 5 easily, and looking to extend, to close even further on Dave Lar, maybe even take the championship lead. So he's only got himself to blame, I'm afraid, as through goes Dave Lar on Jay Adji with absolute ease. Jay just lets him go, I think. Realises it's futile to fight. I think Jay has not pitted, so that could be the reason there, as Dave Lar will have much fresher tyres and, of course, has shown much greater speed throughout this event.
And where is Dwevelar? So he's into 6th place right now. Okay,
6th place right now,
I'll do it as we said. I'm just quickly doing some math here. So if you hear my head catch on fire, then you know why. It's because I'm trying to do math.
I thought I could hear the cogs going round. I can smell burning. I can smell burning as well, Keith.
And Toby has he set pole as well too, right? Which is 2 points.
He did. Yes.
Okay.
David has fastest laps. That's an extra point, so he can
Plus
factor
one.
that in as well.
Okay, and leading a lap as well, so plus one for both of them.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just going to quickly do these guys because I believe with Ben's finish right now, I think he's going to be a little ways back, but I will figure him out as well.
Well, he's in 10th with no bonus points, so...
He's in 10th, so he has...
So David looks like he's going to make his way back up to at least 5th position overall, because he's going to gain on Kerr very quickly indeed. So if you want to work it out with 5th position in mind, that would be the most realistic view for the viewers, I think.
Yep.
Toby Davis at 107.6. Now, as the fuel starts to unload, setting some fast laps, but Davis, his fastest lap is 107.6, and that's the fastest lap of anybody else apart from David, who set 2 107.1s, and that's superb pace from the championship leader. And it's really ruined my prediction. So on the last laps, he's done the 7.1, 7.5, 0.6, 0.1, 0.3, 0.5, and 0.2. Keith, how about that for consistent speed?
Yeah, I think that's a little consistent, just a little bit.
So that's in the last 7 laps. He's done all lap times within the half a second of each other.
Okay, so barring Peter Duivelar finishing in the 5th position, he will finish this race with 630 points, leading the championship. If Toby can finish in the lead with what he's got in his bonus points, he will leave this race with 601 points. Started the race, he was back, it looks like 72 points back. And he'll close it to within, it looks like 29 points.
Okay, that means it's all to play for. And what about Crooks, though? Where is Crooks in that particular calculation? He looks like he's going to get 9th position from Calvin van der Linde. So if you want to work out the best scenario, if that makes sense.
Best scenario? Okay, he will end up
position.
with 9th position would be 41, so add 5 to that. He will have 596 points. And the most...
64 points behind, right?
That's not... no, not 64. Only 34 points behind.
Really?
Of Peter. Yeah, it's not all that bad.
So Peter will be on 630, right?
Yeah, 630 for 630 for Peter, 601 for Toby in 2nd, and 596 for Ben in 3rd position.
Oh, that is fantastic. That sets it up superbly for the grand finale at Bathurst.
Absolutely.
Just run us through how many points are available at Bathurst, Keith. You go to the point system
yeah, I'm looking at it right now. The leader, the winner of the race is going to get 180 points. 2nd, 162. So that's an 18-point spread from 1st to 2nd.
Already,
3rd place is 146, which is a 34-point gap. Which would, if Toby Davis manages to win, and Peter is in 3rd position or worse, Toby wins the championship. And end of story. So Toby knows what he has to do. If he obviously this is all speculation, but also again, if Ben wins the race there, and if Ben wins the race at Bathurst, and
with
Peter
Toby
Duivelar,
second and David 3rd, isn't that Ben's win, right? It's Ben's championship.
That's right.
That's right, because it's 34 points. Oh, it depends on the bonus points.
It depends on bonus points and stuff. But in reality, we're looking at if Ben finishes 9th today, and he wins at Bathurst, which is very possible. Beautiful. The Rover's a great car around there. So if he wins and Peter's 3rd,
because he'll get an extra point, of course, for leading a lap, obviously, because he'll have won the race, right?
Yes.
So he will win the championship by 1 point in theory, depending on who gets the fastest lap.
Unless Peter knows that and he makes sure that he leads a lap at some point, and maybe stays an extra lap out.
Because Crooks will be level on points with him, for example. So Crooks will take the win on countback of overall wins because he'll have 4 wins.
Oh yes. Okay, so we're coming down to the final race. Even though.
But if it stays as it is, right, Keith, David just needs 2nd, right? And it doesn't matter what happens, he just needs 2nd at Bathurst.
Well, yes, that if it stays the way it is, all he has to do is finish 2nd, and he will win over Toby and over Ben. And Ben does need to make up another position, otherwise he will be 39 points back. So this race here that we're following on the camera right now of him to Calvin can mean.
It's
It's huge.
Crucial, isn't it?
It's 5 points.
Amazingly.
Yeah, and he doesn't. He may not realize this at this point in time. However, these 5 points could make or break his championship, because he's heading into a race where his car is going to be ideal, and I'm sure he'll make sure that he has a good comeback from this race. And you can expect Peter to be prepared as well too, right?
Oh, Gary pitted.
No.
Oh, that means Crooks is up to 9. That means Crooks is up to 9
Oh,
anyway.
okay.
So Van Linden's up into 8, so he's got a 8th position here. So that really strengthens his position.
Yes, and if he can pull off the 8th position, it will be another 5 points, which means him and Toby will leave here tied with 6:01.
Wow.
So you'll have wow, guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah, to all you viewers, you are witnessing something profound.
It's almost like Eccleston-like, isn't it?
Oh, this is awesome.
I've manufactured it, dude. I've manufactured it. I wrote the script before the season. They're all following it perfectly. So if you just sit in the pit stable after 40 seconds, and then Gary Lennon just pit as well, even though we tell you never to. Gary pitted and didn't turn off the damage, unfortunately. But he did have a front wing missing, I guess. So it was a little bit worth it, I suppose, in a way.
He was running a good pace the whole race, even with the no front clip.
I know.
That's a shame.
Oh well, it's very easy to do. It's one of the things he needs to learn as well. Well, everyone needs to learn for the V8 supercars, because there will be pit stops in the World V8 supercars at every single race. And Ben Crooks is one of those ones who will be in that series. Driving alongside Jesper Torborg in the same team for my 3ID FCR team. And pit stops are a massive factor there. Gets underway on Saturday. You can catch that live on Race Department also as well. Hopefully there won't be the problems we've had here today.
No. Also, Ryan, I don't know. I'll probably just say this now, but I will be joining you sporadically throughout the day. I'm going to bring my headset, my whole setup to work with me, so I'll be able to commentate with you if you'll have me in the booth.
I don't know if I want you in the booth, dude.
Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez. Well, someone was just asking, when is the Bathurst race at Ryan? Is it 1 week or 2 weeks away?
2 weeks' time.
Fantastic. So it gives a lot of people lots of time to prepare. Beautiful.
And it's 300 kilometers, guys. 300 kilometers. And there will be. Yes, and I will. These races are 150, so twice as long as this race. And I will be opening up some guest drives there at Mount Panorama. So those who are interested in taking part, just a one-off round in the World Touring Masters, they are perfectly welcome to send me a private message on Race Department, voicing your interest for that.
Yeah, and we'll do our best to pronounce your name properly.
We will do our best to pronounce your name properly. Yeah. Don't just have such difficult names. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah, where's
it's all your fault.
Jimmy Johnson.
Second and third is really. Torbo's got past Ojala, look.
Oh, did he?
No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. No. They were both together. Torbo's made another mistake, because.
Maybe let's pull it back.
Okay, it's not there. It must be at turn 1, perhaps, because they were so. Yes, turn 1. We've seen a few. He's hit the back. He's hit the back. Look, of Tommy Ojala coming through. So Ojala ran wide, missed the apex. Oh no, he did hit the back of him. Torbo just on the power tour, but she did a Gary Lennon, spun it around and got back going again. But that's a second spin for Torbo. Without those, he'd be in the lead, surely, Keith.
Oh, for sure. He's got the pace, but you know what? Again, this is a new venture for him. He is still, he's not doing this. He hasn't done this full time this season, and you can see the guys who are really doing it full time. That like Tommy's really stepped into his own. He's got better and better as the season progressed, and that's the kind of thing that happens when you run in a league like this and you race the whole season. Tommy always bounced back very well from Brands Hatch, where he was docked a 15 points penalty. I did see that
in that turn 1.
I did see that.
Fracas, and Ulmaras Mirvold was warned for his role in that incident as well. But mainly it was Tommy Ojala who got the penalty there. But he's bounced back very well here, hasn't he, Keith? He qualified very poorly at Brands as well, but here he's shown great pace. Oh, Butchers! I thought that was in the wall. Every single time I watch these guys.
Well, as it stands right now, we have 5 guys on the lead lap still. Ben Crooks is into 8th position, which is another 5 points, which leaves him, as it stands right now.
He's hit the wall. He's into 7th.
Oh no!
Crooks is into 7th. Crooks is into 7th.
That's 10 points. He's just made
Van Linde.
No.
Van Linde with massive damage. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's driving in the way of Matt Nilsson as well. What's he doing? Why is he swerving like that? He's not even in fight for position.
No. You can pull that back. Let's see what happened there. Because that
He
right
hit the
there.
outside wall at turn 3.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just add another. Let me quickly check the points here because if he's in what 7th now, that's 6. That's another 6 points. 8th place. Let's see.
There we are. That just clips the wall.
Oh.
Right round.
6th, 7th position, 52.
Oh, he's retired. He's out of the race. What's happened? Why is he retired? Oh, he's gone straight into the wall at turn 4. Look at that. Straight into the wall hard. And that looks like that's actually quite large damage there for Van der Linde. He could have kept going, but he has DNF'd. So he's had enough and quit out of the race. It's not come up as an engine or a suspension, Keith, so that's a quit.
Well, here is...
Had enough.
Here is, as it stands right now, the points would be 630 for the race leader, Toby Davis, looking for his 3rd win. Second.
No. You said 601 earlier for Toby Davis.
Sorry, I apologize. 630 for your championship leader, Peter Duivelar. Second place in the points would be Ben Crooks with 607 points, as it stands right now.
Okay.
In 3rd position would be Toby Davis with 601. So
Toby spun!
No!
Almost hit him!
This is madness! Ojala to the lead! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, it's got a massive lead as well.
Oh
Davis
my god!
Second. How many points is that losing?
Oh no!
How many points is that losing in the championship?
11. We're down to 590.
Oh.
He's down to 590. Toby, come on, man.
I just jumped on my
590.
seat.
I kicked my chair backwards and went to sit down on air. Oh my god! Pull that back. Let's see what happened.
It wasn't. We were on replay. It already happened before that. So.
Oh no!
Let's rewind all the way back. It already happened on the timing. If we looked on the timing, we were looking so much at.
Oh, we're looking at the points.
Oh, yeah, and through he came.
Is this turn 2?
Turn 2.
Turn 3. Oh, you just lost it. Oh no!
Too much. And then he went one way. Manez almost wiped him out. Through went. Tommy Ojala.
Tommy Ojala is jumping for joy right now with 8 or 9 laps to go.
You know what it's like though, when you've worked hard for something and you've finally got it within your grasp, your heart is in your mouth. His blood is pumping.
Oh man,
he must be so nervous because I know exactly what it's like.
I'm nervous for him right now.
Without those 2 spins, Top Ball would be winning. But it's Ojala, who we've said all the way through. Look at his car, clean as a whistle. That car. And he's given himself margin at every single corner. He has done this race perfectly, Keith, hasn't he? His strategy has been fantastic. His
strategy is calm, cool, collected, and it has been. And again, we were talking about Toby. He's always on the edge. And I said that I might have been a little premature with what I said. Is that someone who could be that on the edge all the time and not have the catastrophic results. Yeah, like that is a catastrophic result by being that far on the edge. He didn't need to be pushing that hard.
He had a big lead.
And all that was him. Oh no, he's going. Oh no, are you following? Oh Jesus, just still pushing so hard. Oh my god.
Oh, he's sideways again, and Torborg's going to catch him. This is going to be Torborg's.
And then Muchacho, look at Muchacho. Muchacho's closing in too.
Yeah, because Torborg went right back to Butcher, didn't he? When Torborg had that spin and. Butcher, at this rate, all going to hand win to Davelar. The rate is all going.
No kidding. And actually, BC there, he's about 7 seconds back of his next closest competitor, which is Ivo Simons, because ultimately we're looking at a very interesting championship battle here. But essentially, what that spin has done for Toby Davis's championship hopes, it means that he needs to win, and Duivelar needs to finish 4th now. Rather than 3rd, and that that's
a big deal. It's a big deal.
That's huge because we've had how many race winners? We've had De Grief, who is not racing. I don't know if he's going to be doing the final race, but really the race winners have been Ben, Toby, and Peter Duivelar.
Yep.
Is that not correct?
This was supposed to be. It was looking like Toby's 3rd win of the season, and that put him in a great position because if he won at Bathurst, that would give him 4 wins for the season, which would be more than anyone else.
Yes. Yeah,
so
exactly.
that would have helped him in the championship, and it's not going to now. Oh, Torborg's so close to that wall as well. But I think Torborg's going to get Davis here as well, and Davis going to go down to 3rd. And how many points does that lose him also? Another 10, right? from
let's see
second
here.
to third.
Let me check here. We're going to be at. It's going to be another 8 points. So if this is only an if, he'll be at a 582 for Toby. So right now, Peter is going to be at a 630 as it sits, as long as he remains in fifth. Toby is looking at the present time either 590 or 582. BC, Mr. Crooks, is going to be at a 607 as it stands right now.
So that's a 23-point gap. It's sideways. Through there goes Davis as well. If Crooks can just make up, perhaps, if he goes to 6, that's another 6 points, right? Crooks?
I think it's 6 or 7. To 6 would be another 6 points, correct? So that would put him into a 613. Which, you know,
that will make a 17-point gap. So if he won and David came second, doesn't that give Crooks the...
It does. So obviously with bonus points too, though, right?
Yeah, but if he can get 6,
yes,
then that could be crucial also.
13th, and I'm just going to write this down because this is phenomenal stuff right here, man. This is unbelievable.
There's some frantic arithmetic going on in the booth at the moment, but it's Ojala, who was doing so well here today. He has been superb, Mr. Tommy O.
Yes. Tommy O.
He had a desperately bad race at Brands, of course. He got docked those points. He qualified poorly. Didn't finish as far up as he wanted to. He felt he said he didn't have the confidence in the car to push as much as he wanted at Brands Hatch. So, but he's definitely got the confidence here, hasn't he, Keith? Because he's been superb, and he's not been near a wall. I've not seen him. He's given himself, half a foot of leeway at every corner. He's made sure his strategy's paid off. Take it easy and don't hit any walls, and you win the race, and that's what's happened.
Well, and you know what? If you go to the swingman view on his car and you actually spin around, I bet you will not see one nick in that car. He could return it for full money back, 30-day money back guarantee with that car.
He could. And we're watching on the monitor here, and which is obviously in the R Factor that I'm connected to, and it's glossy. It's got all the paint is still there. It hasn't got anybody else's paint on it. The alloys are still shiny. It's beautiful. It's superb.
And we have how many laps? Five laps left.
4.5, because this will be the end of 57 right now coming up. So he had a 4.5 second lead with 4 laps to go. Or 5 laps to go. It is 5 laps to go, isn't it? Because I've got to count 58 also. So 5 laps to go with a 4.5 second lead. So he can take it easy almost.
Yeah, well, and you know what? That's exactly it. And I bet you he's running consistent 108, mid 108s, which is enough to keep him there. And you know, look at Toby just sliding that car around.
He's comfortable doing that, but it's so often it just doesn't pay off.
It's dangerous, you know, and it shows. And here's the thing that I'm considering now with we got 4 laps to go here. With Jesper closing, I know Jesper's not going to pass unless he's absolutely sure he can get by, but he may get frantic with defending and could get himself into a bad slide or outbrake himself and end up costing himself more positions and hurt himself going into Bathurst. He's got to think championship here, big time. Like, you know, he can't be... Yeah, he has to. If
he makes a mistake and hits a wall, you know, Butcher will get past if Davies hits a wall, for example.
For sure.
Because that will slow him up. Butcher will get past, and if it's a bad hit of the wall or it's a bad half spin or whatever, Davilar will be passed. Davilar's been on fire in the second half of this race, and he's almost caught up to these guys. Only 9 seconds behind Butcher, where he was way behind, about 20 seconds behind before the pit stop. So he's been in superb form, and it's been a race of attrition here today because we've lost. We haven't mentioned the drivers we lost because we've not had a chance. But Van der Linde, Lee Palmer, Tim Brook, Eric Tveit and Olimaras Meervold have been the ones who we've lost. Richard Welch should be disqualified from the race. I'm presuming because he didn't turn his headlights on, which is a little bit silly. But anyway, Jeff Dobbing is out of the race as well with suspension damage. He's just retired from the race. We might be able to see that on the replay actually. If we just quickly jump to Jeff Dobbing, if we can. Let's go to a... somebody over time. Look at this. There he is. We'll try and go and replay. That's
pull it back.
Rewind back. We're around about minutes back, I think, so we might not be able to see it.
Oh, Davis got into the wall. Just so you guys know, he's still carried on, but he's just, oh man, he's really on the edge. And Jesper's pushing hard. He wants that spot.
You know what Jesper's like though, with applying pressure. He's so good at it. He just stays there all the time. Oh, Davis pushing so hard over the edge of the wall. Over the edge of the curb on the exit of the final turn as well.
Yeah, I think you're on replay here. I think you're on replay here, Rye.
Yep, I am.
Yeah, there we go.
There we
yeah,
are.
perfect.
No, we're not.
We just lost.
Oh,
We just
yeah, we
lost
are.
Gary Lennon. We just lost Gary Lennon.
Gary Lennon, what's happened to
no.
him?
Oh no, what do we? Oh, DNF.
DNF.
Oh, maybe a disconnect.
That's very unusual. That I've never ever seen actually Gary have a disconnect. So, and Davis has hit the wall again. Sideways, one's way.
Oh my God! This is huge.
Let's quickly check with Gary Lennon and find out what happened to him. Here he is. Oh no, that's Evere in the pits. Why is he in the pits?
Oh, he suffered some damage. Well. I saw him get spun around. Oh no, Jesper's look. Oh, is he going? What's gonna happen here? What's gonna happen?
Let's see. Oh, he's lost his front bumper again. Look, Lennon. So,
oh no.
Oh, he's gone. What's happened there? He's gone way off. He almost hit the back of Davila, and look.
He could have had a graphics lockup possibly.
He just parked it. Look, he just parked it. So obviously some kind of technical problem there for Gary Lennon.
You're gonna want to get back on this battle, Ryan. This is heating up big time, and this is championship changing for sure. One position is 8 points right now for Toby, which means it would mean he needs to win, and Peter needs to get a fourth if he loses this spot. If he finishes in the
he's pushing so hard, he's sideways! On the straight, he's sideways! This is Torbog's opportunity! Can he make it go on the inside? Oh, he can't! Oh, Davis!
Look at him! He's just sideways!
Oh, that was he held on to that very nicely indeed, but that was Torbog's opportunity. Not quite able to get up far enough. If that was me, I would have stuck it right up the inside and said, "Sod you, Davis, you've made the mistake and gone straight through." But Torbog, of course, he's not in the championship hunt, so he's decided that he's not going to force the issue too much. And that was great driving from Torbog. But let's watch this again, Keith. Just talk us through it with Toby Davis as he came out at the final turn, going one way then the other, pushing so hard.
Well,
with the rear wheel, with the tyres of that car.
Yeah, he's coming through. He's using all the curbing. I think he got loose on the first part of that, and it just put him into a full-out tank slapper, which he was able to save. And luckily, he didn't hit the pit wall there, the pit exit wall. He's so lucky, so lucky. But man, what a battle! Yeah, back live. There's a little bit of a gap now. Yeah, a little bit of a gap.
Is still Tommy Ojala. They are catching Tommy Ojala but Tommy's obviously got it completely under control.
Cruise control.
We are now
right
onto the penultimate lap for Tommy Ojala. What a fantastic performance there from
Toby sideways again. Oh my God! It's painful because you don't want him to lose a spot for the championship, but he's just driving. He's driving so goddamn hard.
And Torbog's understeering the wall that time, so Davis is oversteering. Torbog's understeering, so it's all happening here. Davis is pushing so hard. Look at him. Every corner of that car is wagging its tail. Every single corner. It's sideways.
Oh my
God! East, northwest. Pointing every direction it does rather than the one it needs to be in. And now Torbog.
And who are they coming up on now?
Oh, and this time Davis has defended. Oh, he don't want to defend into there. So he's not breaking hard. Deep? He did go very deep. He got it out of shape under braking. And almost at the inside wall also as well. That's what it's so easy to do. Fourth place is still Chris Butcher.
Oh, look at him.
Leader of the race at one point, and Torbog is putting real pressure on Davis now. He wants that position. You can feel it. Torbog knows it's the last lap now because Ojala is coming round to win the race. His first win in his World Touring Masters career. What a superb performance from Tommy Ojala in the Ford Sierra Cross. We're bouncing back from Brands Hatch, taking the win here at Trois Rivières. Superb stuff from Tommy.
Man.
He drove a superb race, and Davis and Torbog are 10th apart at the line. Davis takes second position. Torbog third, another podium result for him. Fourth, Chris Butcher, another strong result for the other THR driver. Fifth place, our championship leader, Peter Davila, extends his championship lead by a few points over seventh place, Ben Crooks, but sixth place, also good result, is Ivo Simons. He's going to take sixth place. I think it's his best result of the season so far as well for Ivo. He's another one of those solid drivers who just keeps it out of the wall. Yep. And he's going to come through sixth position, but a great win there for Tommy.
Yeah, phenomenal. I was sorry. I started thinking about a couple things, and another thing that we haven't really factored in is the contact going into the pit lane with Peter and Toby. So that's going to be something the stewards are going to have to look at as well too.
Because I think you have to be at least a couple 5-second penalty there, isn't it? So you're going to lose. I think he's going to lose the position to Torbog, definitely.
Yeah. So
we'll see what happens in the investigation. 7th is Crooks, 8th and Yoakley. Great result for him, Keith. 8th and Yoakley.
Phenomenal. A very good consistent run.
9th Bordeaux, 10th Jay Adji. You see he dropped back. 11th Stella Stenbeck, 12th Wayne Morgan, 13th Adam Egbeer, 14th Anders Nielsen. Actually did pretty well with Anders Nielsen. 15th, best result of the season so far for Roy Magnez. Just kept it out of the wall. Not many finishers here today because of all the action. 16th Nikola Ivanov, 17th Demelin. Gary Leonard is classified in 18th with Tomasz Demelin, the last of the finishers, in 19th. But congratulations to Tommy Ojala. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get a word with him in TeamSpeak, but hopefully we can.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can round him up. I would also like to bring Peter in as well, headed into the as the championship.
I think Peter will jump in here.
Yep. Also, we'll get I'll get our 3 championship leaders at the moment. Also, see if we can get Tommy as well, because obviously we're heading into the final race of the season.
Yeah, we'll just get people into here and have a chat with them. Chinwag Davis is on Skype with Chris Butcher, I think, but he's in TS now and he'll be joining us in a second. I can see his name pop up in the TS channel. And we welcome Toby Davis into the press conference. Toby, you had the race in your grasp. What happened? Can we hear you? Are you speaking?
Davis?
Hopefully you can now. Can you hear me?
We can hear you
now.
A little bit loud, dude. A little bit loud. But what happened, Toby? I mean, you had it all under control, and you were so out of shape during the whole of that race. I know that's your driving style, but clearly it didn't pay off.
No, not at all. I hit the wall fairly early on in the race and broke my suspension. It was a case of turning the wheel about 30 degrees to the right for the entire race to keep it in a straight line there. So that was a little bit disappointing for that to happen, really. But yeah, otherwise it was a pretty good race. I lost it about, I don't know, 7 or 8 laps from the end, and Ojala got by. I mean, congratulations to Ojala. He's put in a great performance and been consistently quick today. So congratulations to him. I also owe Pete Davilauer an apology. I practiced that pit entry about, I don't know, 30 or 40 times, so I knew exactly how to brake and how to turn for that corner, and even made it easy, turned in easy for that particular pit entry. But Davilauer, I guess, didn't put the time in, didn't do the pit entry practice, and yeah, I didn't allow for that, and hit the back of him spinning round, so he lost a couple of seconds, and then I exited the pits. I was going to let him through, but he never followed me out, so I don't know really what happened there. I guess he repaired damage or something.
Yeah, Peter, did you have damage before you got into the pits? Did you? We're going to ask about that. Before you got to the pits, did you just forget to turn off the bodywork repair?
No, as far as I know, I didn't have any damage before I entered the pit. So I think it must have happened with the incident with Toby. So yeah, I pitted at my pit spot, and I just saw 40 seconds damage repair. So I was, wow, how is that possible? So then I thought, well, it must have been with the incident with Toby. But yeah, these things happen, so nothing to do about it.
You fought back very well through the second half of the race. You was putting in fastest lap after fastest lap. You obviously had the pace to win here today. Did you feel that you could have won if without obviously the delay in the pits?
Yeah, certainly. I lost over 30 seconds in the pit lane, so yeah, that would have given me first place. But well,
these things do happen. You have extended your lead in the championship over Ben Crooks, who came 7th after recovering from his own incident. So how do you rate your chances going into Bathurst?
Well, I think it will be a very exciting finishing race of the season. I think Toby also still has a chance of winning the championship, but well, I have it all in my own hands, so I hope to get a good result at Bathurst. Although I think the Sierra and the Rover will be maybe a bit better than the Volvo at Bathurst.
Of course, you go in there with a little bit of a points cushion, so it's going to be very tight indeed, Keith. We were discussing the championship situation during the broadcast, but let's talk to the other championship contender. We'll get to the race winner Tommy Ojala at the end of this press conference as the icing on the cake. But Benji, you had your share of difficulties in that race.
Yeah, quite a few. Probably the worst race I've ever done.
I mean, was that because you were just trying too hard because of the way the road is a little bit disadvantaged at that track, or what was the difficulty? Why do you think you struggled so much?
Yeah, the first incident, I just really missed my braking point because I have to brake halfway between the two, and I chose the wrong two to brake behind, so I was about 50 meters late. Luckily though I didn't hit anyone, I don't think anyways, so that was alright. Got back out, tried to get through the field, but it was a bit difficult to overtake people, but then I sort of realised I just wasn't pushing hard enough to try and pass, so I got that done. Got past Evo and a couple of people. Then after that I spun again and my pit stop was alright, but I thought the hards would last longer, but they didn't. So when I came back out, they were the balance was a bit off with the mediums and the hards, so that's why I spun when I was ahead of Peter as well.
Well, Ryan, I just want to point one thing out, that with you pushing the way you did and the way things kind of went down at the end of the race, with you picking up those positions, you ended up actually getting yourself within 20. You're within 23 points heading into the final race, which means if Peter, with the points as they are right now, tentatively, obviously, if Peter finishes second, championship is his. So you still have the chance is still there for all three drivers at this point in time. You've left here with 607 points, which is 23 back of Peter, which is still considering the tough go you had at this event, it's still phenomenal considering you went in here with 15-point gap. So it's going to be very interesting, Ben.
Well, indeed, of course, we'll have the Holden of Anders Nielsen in the mix as well, going into that final event at Bathurst, and a couple of other guys as well. So that will be an exciting race, a very long race also as well. So you can make sure you get your strategy correct, because there will be pit stops. You can't go all the way on the fuel or on the tyres. But now we'll come to we'll go quickly have a quick word with Chris Butcher, who came fourth today. Good result for him, but you were leading early on, Chris.
Yeah. The idea at the beginning of the race, after I got a good start, and turn 3 Toby got it slightly wrong, which gave me the lead, and then the idea from there was just take it easy and look after the tyres, which I think I did quite well, but obviously not well enough, and the race started to go off towards the end of the stint, and I made a little mistake, which ended up letting Peter through, and eventually Toby. And in the
it was a great move by Peter around the outside into turn 5.
Yeah. Pretty gutted I let him
you don't sound
away with that.
As impressed as I did.
No, I'm pretty annoyed at myself for letting him do it. But yeah, after the pit stops, I was fairly surprised to see Jesper ahead of me. I thought I'd done some good outlaps, but obviously not. And then from there, it was just driving around and keeping it on the black stuff to bring it home in fourth, really.
Well, it's a decent result for you, and now we're going to go an even better result for the winner of the race, Tommy Ojala. A superb result for you, Tommy. Very well done. We saw your strategy of just your car was pristine. How did you manage to keep it without any bumps or scrapes on it?
Well, really, I don't know.
He's honest.
But mostly my tactic was to save tires as long as I could, so I pitted. Was it like 5 laps later than Toby? So
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and my tires weren't bad, even 10, but Toby was just 10 seconds away from me, so I decided to pit.
By the way, I love your accent, Tommy. But we saw that your driving style was just to keep away from the wall. Give yourself a foot of leeway each time you went through there. You just gave yourself some room so the car wasn't going anywhere near the wall in case you made a mistake. And that strategy paid off. Just kind of safe, quick driving.
Yeah, I'm just shocked as everybody else, I think, for this win here. But yeah, I didn't want to hit the walls at all.
You didn't. You didn't at all. Your car, you could have returned it back to the dealership.
Well, I think there was few bumps and scrapes with contacts from start, and I did manage to hit one time the wall, but...
Well, you did a superb job, Tommy, and well done on your first World Touring Masters win. May there be many more to come. Congratulations to you.
Thanks.
Always nice to have a first-time winner in the series, isn't it, Keith?
Definitely. Oh, absolutely.
We saw Kelvin van der Linde earlier in the season at Laguna Seca pull off a great win, and it's fantastic to see Tommy also as well get on the winner's rostrum. Thank you to all the drivers for entertaining us, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time at Mount Panorama, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, Ryan.
So, Keith, sum it up.
Let's. I'd like to put it into one word, but I really couldn't. With the scribbles that I have on this page here, that is supposed to resemble numbers and points, I think Bathurst is going to be phenomenal, dude. That's all I see. Because with you brought up something that I wasn't even thinking about. Anders Nilsson, the guy is capable of winning, and he will be there at Bathurst, and I expect him to be the wild card that could play into this championship, and I'm really, really looking forward to that race. I don't know about you.
I'm actually going to back Crooks for the win and Nielsen for second, I think, just tentatively from now, just because of the high drag that Rover has, the Volvo has.
Yes, agreed. Oh, I can see fireworks. That's all I can see. I'll be, the way it's going to go is when we do the Bathurst race, I'll be constantly updating the points. I think it's going to be really good, Ryan.
Yeah, that should be awesome fun, and you can catch, as I was saying, you can catch it in 2 weeks' time at the same time. So 8 o'clock UK time, 9 o'clock Central European time, and that's 1900 GMT for those who are in different time zones and need to work it out for them to watch it. So that's in 2 weeks' time, Mount Panorama, 300-kilometre race. We'll have guest drives for anybody who wishes to join in with this World Touring Masters fun, and fun it indeed is, but very, very hard work for some of the drivers. Congratulations to Tommy Ojala once again on his first win in the World Touring Masters here at Trois Rivières, and at the hardest track also as well, I would guess. Hardest race to do so. He doesn't make life easy for himself. But a fantastic result for him, and also a great result really for Dave Allard, who extended his lead in the championship and goes into Bathurst with a very strong chance of winning the overall championship, which has been 12 races, Keith. 12 races. It's a long championship, and it's not a Mickey Mouse championship anyway. There's no 5-6 races here that you have to apply yourself across the months.
Absolutely, and these guys have really shown some form, and I think it would have been interesting if Gregory was able to compete the whole season, because it would have added a fourth horse to this race. But we got 3 guys with the chance to win this championship, so make sure you're there for Bathurst. I know I'll be there, and I'll be attempting math one more time.
And I'll be there, of course, as well as your host. So join us in 2 weeks' time, and thank you for listening.
Guys.
Stop doing that, man.
What?
You'll say thanks straight after I've finished.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's right, don't worry about it, it's fine. I've stopped the stream anyway.
Let's go up another room just in case, anyways.